With an increase of 20% for mining lasers, it looked like mining was back on the menu in Star Citizen Alpha 4.9, and after being able to solo mine some Lindinium for the first time, I can confirm that it is true, and in this video, I am going to show you how. So, for the purpose of this video, I am flying a mall because we are going to need size 2 mining lasers for this, and to be completely transparent, I am also flying with my auto count in one of the mining turrets of my second PC because I wasn't very confident I could mine Lindinium rocks alone. Now, for anyone a bit familiar with mining, you would know that in the Alpha 4.8 branch, mining Lindinium was extremely tedious. It was nearly impossible to mine with a fully mined mall, requiring large mining operations and therefore smaller yield per player, which in return discouraged many from engaging in crafting gameplay because so many blueprints end up requiring that precious ore. As far as Star Citizen Alpha 4.9, I am happy to report that this is no longer the case. In fact, I was able to mine solo without using my second account some Lindinium rocks, and I'm going to tell you how I was able to manage to do that. To mine Lindinium, you must first find it. It turns out that it has a rather unique radar signature. Press V to turn your radar on and look for an indicator of 3400. Of course, this number can be multiplied. 6,800 indicated that there are 2 rocks, 10,200 for 3 rocks, and so on. Once you find Lindinium, you have to look for the size of the rock. I would say that anything bigger than 16 SCU will be almost impossible to mine alone, and if you are going to use 2 lasers, that threshold rises to anything bigger than 20 SCU unless it has a lot of inert materials. Of course, it would be too easy if you could do it with stock equipment. Beforehand, you will have to upgrade your mining lasers. A Helix 2 for maximum laser power is a must. You must also add some consumables, for example, a Stampede consumable if you want to get an extra kick. It's useful if you are in the high 15 SCUs and your green gauge takes forever to rise. Now, the next problem you will face when mining Lindinium is the instability. Lindinium is a very sensible material, and the charge it gets from your mining laser may go out of control very quickly, making it very likely to not only damage your ship as it explodes, but also lose most, if not all, of your content, and you want to avoid that. For that, I would recommend mining gadgets. There are 3 mining gadgets that reduce instability. There is the Bormax, which reduces to 70%, but at the price of additional resistance, so you want to avoid that if you are playing solo, but this may be your gadget of choice if you are playing with a crew. I think that when playing solo, the Ocunis and the Wave Shift are better choices. The Ocunis reduces instability by 40% while augmenting your green zone by 50%, while the Wave Shift reduced instability by 35% but doubles the size of the green zone. Again, given how tiny these green zones can be, I would recommend the Wave Shift, and best of all, you can also use it for Ceruleum or Gold, which also have a very tiny green zone as well. So, if you have been avoiding Lindinium because it simply wasn't worth the effort in Alpha 4.8, I think it's time to give it another chance. The 20% increase to mining laser power has made a genuine difference. You no longer need to organize a full mining fleet just to crack a handful of rocks. With the right equipment, a Helix 2, a Wave Shift gadget, and by being selective about the rocks you choose, solo miners can finally gather Lindinium consistently. Is it easy to do? No, but you still need patience, of course, careful laser control, and a bit of luck finding the right deposits. But for the first time, Lindinium, and also Ceruleum goes for that as well, finally feel accessible, and that opens the door for far more players to participate in Star Citizen's crafting economy instead of relying on others to supply the materials. Hopefully, these tips will save you a lot of frustration and get you filling your cargo hold with more valuable resources than before. If this guide helped you, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more Star Citizen guides and news, and let me know in the comments how your own Lindinium mining adventures are going. As always, a big shout out to my Patreon and YouTube members, including Dr. Forbin, Sokar Tarcisius, The Key to Docker, Shadow Rise, and Zero Crusher. If you too want to help out the channel, you'll find the link in the description down below. I wish you guys a wonderful day. I've been the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
What's going